I don't give a fuck who she fucking, who she talk to, who her nigga is, who she fucking filming movies with. I don't give a fuck. I care about my son. That's all I care about. Literally, that's all I care about. And when that's taken from me, she know that's the only way I get frustrated. That's the only way she can get under my skin, because I don't care what she does. We haven't been together. And this might be a curveball to a lot of people, but me and her has not been together for a long time. A long time before that post. We've been not really together. We probably was on and off for a little bit. That's it. But further than that, we has not been together. This is the only thing that can bother me is with my son. Y'all know I don't even bring her name up when I get on live.
Welcome back, viewers and subscribers. It's your girl, Star Flames, and we're back with another banging video. So in this video, we're going to talk about DDG putting Halle Bailey on blast. He's telling the internet that he's not able to see his son. He's saying that it has been for months and he has been fighting to see his son. This ish sucks. So he made a post on Twitter. He said, been fighting to see my son for months now. Shout out to all the dads who try their best to be there. This ish sucks. Now, I honestly think that he's just using this woman for clout and attention. And at this point in time, everything that Halle was told about DDG, everything she was told was going to happen, that is exactly what is happening to her, because we know that he has always been vocal about being in his child's life. And with all honesty, we can tell that he's a hands-on dad and he loves spending time with his son, Halo. But ever since the split between him and Halle, it seems as though he's determined to make her life miserable. Now, make no mistakes, I'm not saying that he should not be able to see his son and he should not be granted 50-50 custody. And as such, I do agree with fathers seeing their child. Also, I've been looking into this, and based on my understanding and what I've learned, they have an agreement. They get to keep the child a week each. So it's week off and week on, and that agreement can change depending on their work schedule. For example, Halle may have the baby for up to 2 weeks. If she has a upcoming work schedule that is going to be required, that will require her to stay away from him for over a week. She may keep him for that 2 weeks, and then DDG gets to keep Halo for the next 2 weeks. Sometimes it could be beyond 2 weeks as well. However, it is no sense that what had happened was DDG showed up to Halle's house uninvited, like he's keeping tabs on her. Who are you with? You don't want to be with me anymore. So that means that you have to be seeing someone. So he's, using Sykes, he's using the child as an excuse to keep tabs on her. And then when Halle turned him away, like, you can't show up at my house like that. We did not have an agreement for you to show up here today unannounced. We have an agreement. Whenever you're coming over, it has to be for your child and your child only. And we have to have such an agreement, but you cannot just impromptu and pop up like that. And as such, he was turned away by Halle. And as such, it is said that is why DDG has been blasting her on the internet, and he hasn't been, truthful about the entire statement. And as such, TikTok has been reacting to it, and they have been calling out DDG for his behavior towards Halle Bailey. Now, I want to share this clip with you guys. So let's take a look at this clip together, shall we? And then I'll get back with the rest of my commentary.
If I want to come get my son, I should be able to get my son. Plain and simple.
It's not your house.
Today, I wasn't even going to take him out because he's sick. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to just grab my son and go hang out with him. I'm getting kicked out.
You can't just show up at somebody's house unannounced, whether you have a son inside or not. He goes on to say that he drove 3 hours to get there, and when he got there, she turned him away. Before you got in your car and drove 3 hours, why didn't you call her first? You knew she was going to say no. You thought if you showed up, you could put that pressure on her, and it didn't work. You know that every time you beef with Halle, your streams and your numbers go up. The reason why y'all hid the pregnancy in the first place is because people were already trying to warn her that he may have been the kind of man who would try to use her and the baby for clout. And here you are admitting it.
When I do certain things with my son, I do it on purpose, and it purposely demeans me in a way, because I know that's what people like to see. So if I post my son acting like my breath stank or something like that, I know it always go viral.
Whoever the primary parent is, the other person has to adjust to their lifestyle. You don't get to come in and disrupt nap time or bath time or any other time because today is the day that you want to see your son. Why tell the internet when you could tell the judge? And why not go and get 50-50 custody? Oh, I know. It's because you like the freedom of being able to come and go as you please, but you're supposed to always be home with the back door unlocked in case you drop by. You can't just show up at people's houses unannounced, even if she is your baby mama. If you want more rights, get off of the internet and into a courtroom.
That's right, but you see, DDG doesn't want to go into a courtroom. He wants to put the Little Mermaid on blast so that he can get some clout from her name. And I have to say that there are 2 times that I've seen the internet being 110% correct as a collective, and that is with DDG and Halle Bailey and Cardi B and Offset. Everything played out exactly as these women were warned that it would. Oftentimes, we feel so in love because we're love bombed by this individual. And we know that DDG got closer with Halle in the moment that she was getting that Little Mermaid gig. And she was warned that this guy is gonna ruin her. And especially if he realizes that she's gonna eventually pull away from the relationship, he's gonna use her, he's gonna drag her. And I believe that DDG, I honestly believe that he cheated, as she said he did. I believe that he cheated. I believe that she was also struggling with postpartum, which made things difficult after the birth of Halo. And as such, they grew somewhat apart. And DDG made his mistakes, so too did Halle. But for Halle, cheating is unforgivable. And she's not making the mistake of going back to him because she's like, fool you once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And you're not going to get to do this to me repeatedly. I'm not going to be the next Cardi B or any other girl crashing out on the internet over a rapper. And as such, I think that Halle is being the more mature one. But DDG does have feelings. In all honesty, he's going to be hurt, and he's not going to, because he's pretty young. He's a man, but let's keep it real. Men do have feelings, and he's a human being. And even though he's a human being, you know, we should not be promoting the stance that hurt people. I think that we do that too often. So in this case, I'm going to have to say he needs to get off the internet with his mess and get some professional help. You know, go back to the drawing board. Try to get a third party in the middle, you know, because Halle and her family, they're not known to be messy or crafty in the sense that they would, you know, go above and beyond to keep DDG out of the child's life. We've seen DDG with Halo quite often. But, you know, as said, he just wants to pop up in and out of that girl's life whenever he pleases. He just wants to have complete dominion over her, and Halle is not going to give him that, and that is what is hurting him. I believe that the fact that he doesn't have the access to Halle as he once did, that is his problem. I don't think his problem is so much about Halo. And to back that up, I was looking on social media to see how people were reacting to this. And many people were saying that DDG is telling a lie because he has been on Snapchat so many days for the past couple of days with Halo. So he's just being bitter and salty because he doesn't have that access to Halle. And I have to say, you know what? He played his cards. He made his bed. He has to sit in it, whether he loves it or hate it. He has to accept what Halle is putting out because it is her body, it is her choice. And I understand you're going to feel heartbroken, you're going to want to fight for your love, but at some point in time, you have to give up the fight. If you love someone enough, just let them go. Give them that space, give them the respect. Why not move on and show her that you've changed? But bombarding her, trying to force her into something, that's only going to cause her to push her further away from you. You know, forcing her like, you have to want me. Why don't you want me? You have to love me. Why don't you love me? That's not love. That is being forced upon, and that is not pleasant. That's not a good feeling. Allow someone to love you and to love you on their terms And if their terms aligns with yours, that's all you need. You cannot force love. It's going to drown you and it's going to waste you. You're going to feel tired, exhausted, burnt, and also possibly traumatized. And as such, you may go on to be even a more horrible person. So DDG needs to take some time. You cannot always react to the feelings and your emotions, and you cannot always allow your heart to take control of you. You have to be headstrong and not give in to your heart. And he needs to just learn that. He has people around him and he has resources around him. He has money. He can get professional help. So DDG, get some professional help, get off the internet and stop putting that girl on blast, because I do believe that you played your part leading up to this moment. But that's my opinion. What about you guys? Let me hear what you have to say about DDG putting Halle on blast. While you're at it, thumbs up, share, stay safe, and see you guys down in the comment section. Peace.